Welcome to TALKylaiyq, the podcast where we uncover the untold stories of KIMEP students, professors, and staff. I'm Alnura Zhumadilova, and in each episode, we dive into real conversations and unexpected stories. Let's talk TALKylaiyq. Hello, everybody. Our guest today is Tomiris Mukhamediyar, the ex-president of one of the most popular student organizations on campus, Jarkon KIMEP, ex-team leader of the CADA Dance Department, KIMEP Voices editor, and a member of KIMEP Geeks, balancing leadership, academics, and personal life all at once. How does she do it? Let's find out. Let's talk. TALKylaiyq. Hi, Tomiris. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me today.
Before we dive into your role as a student leader, let's get to know you better. Tell us a little about yourself.
Again, my name is Tomiris Mukhamediyar. I'm 20 years old. I'm studying journalism here at KIMEP. I'm third-year student, and I really love active student life. And I'm really sure that I could not just study without all these activities. I mean, these activities makes this what makes my student life better.
And why did you come to KIMEP?
It was actually an accident. A good accident, I guess. I was actually planning to study at Czech Republic. However, at the end, there appeared some visa issues, foundation issues, and I had to take a gap year, but my parents were against me taking gap year. They told me that I will lose a whole year, and they convinced me to study here at Kazakhstan for at least at the bachelor level, and then I decided to choose a journalism because it does not require the UNT certificate. You can just pass the exam here at KIMEP, and it was pretty easy for me back then to study journalism, to choose journalism. But study it's not really that easy.
And let's do kind of ice breaking. Tell me one fun fact about you that most people don't know.
If I didn't choose journalism, I would study for bioengineering.
Well, that's interesting. Were you interested in chemistry and
In
biology?
chemistry and biology, yes, I really loved it. I really loved not only the, let's say, aesthetic of these subjects, but the topics. They were really interesting. Especially, I was really interested in genetics, and genetic engineering was like my dream job, let's say.
Why didn't you go to, I don't know, another university in Kazakhstan that specializes in this area?
The problem here in Kazakhstan, that either bioengineering or chemistry engineering is not that developed, and you have to start like from the very, very, very bottom and start developing it. And I wasn't sure if I'm ready to be like the pioneer here at Kazakhstan of bioengineering. That's why I wanted to go abroad and study there where it's more developed.
Okay, thank you. And now let's talk about student organizations. What made you decide to get involved? And how did you end up leading one of the most popular organizations on campus?
Well, my stories of student organization starts with CADA, which is KIMEP Art and Dance Association. I came there as a dancer, and what inspired me actually, I went to open house day here at KIMEP before I actually became a student of KIMEP. It was in summer, I guess, like after the 11th grade. I came here and I saw dancers and musicians of CADA. There was a concert on campus. I saw dancers and they were so amazing. Their level was really high. Back then, I thought that I want to be a part of this project. And then, when I came here, when I started my study here at KIMEP, I heard about the casting call for CADA from CADA that they are looking for dancers, and I came to casting. I went to 2 rounds. There were 2 rounds, yeah. And yes, then I became a dancer, and it was really fun. Some of CADA members from dancers, of course, we were spending so much time together, the rehearsals. And I talked to them and I asked older members, like, what organizations are you also in? And they told me that they were in Jarkun. I wasn't really that interested about mental health back then, but since my friends were there, I thought, like, why not? Why don't I join? And on the spring semester of my first year, I decided to join Jarkun organization as a social media manager. I didn't know about social media when I was in my first year, but I tried to learn a lot of dedication, and I had a lot of free time to to spend it on student organizations. And how I ended up being a president, actually, because there are a lot of my friends, a lot of people who it was really comfortable to be around them. And I didn't have this fear of becoming a president. I mean, I felt a little pressure because there are so many people. The Jharkhand reputation back then was, and I guess now is really good. The events were on a really high level. Since there were a lot of my friends and a lot of people that believed in me, I made a decision to become a president when ex-presidents and vice presidents had to go on exchange program, and they said that these positions are open. Who wants to join? And I volunteered and I joined, and it was. I cannot say that it was fun. I mean, it was fun, but it's not the only thing. It was also really difficult because there are no trainings of becoming a president. Nobody is going to teach you how to do tender hearings, how to do budget hearings, how to prepare proposals, who you should talk to when it comes to procurement stuff. Yeah, and there are a lot of like administrative details that nobody is teaching you. And you have to learn it by yourself, like going around campus and looking for offices in Dostik building, like where to sign this, where to sign this, and stuff. Yes.
But that's awesome that you became a president of of the organization that you eventually loved. And I know, as you said, that being the president is now small feat. And what was a typical day for you back then, especially maybe during the events process?
Well, in April 2024, we had 8 events. There were 3 weeks, and first week was 3 events that are dedicated to empowerment through movement. Second week was about empowerment through arts and crafts, and third week was about information and lectures. So my day was really tough because not only I was a president, and not only I was a student, I was also participating in Miss Kimep as a backup dancer. So I had classes in the morning. Then I had time from like after lunch till evening, like 5 or 6. Then I went to rehearsals, and then I came home like at 10 or 11. I did my homework and I went to bed like at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. And again waking up at like 7, and all this for like months, for the whole months, because we usually did events at 5, at 4, so there would be more students that are who are free from classes and can join the event. Yeah, actually, my head went crazy in that period, but I don't even know how I could handle it. How did I handle it? Because I'm listening to me right now, and it's crazy that I didn't have enough free time just to live, just to scroll TikTok, just to sit in the couch and do nothing. It was a whole month of always doing something.
Well, I think you felt like really tired and exhausted, but were there any like positive sides of
Actually,
that
I didn't
period?
feel tired and exhausted during this period. I
Mm.
felt exhausted and tiring after this period end, like in the
Mm-hmm.
May, when it was a spring break. Then I felt what is it like when you don't have free time, when you don't rest enough. But speaking of positive sides, I made a lot of friends again. I met a lot of people that helped me after that. I found people who helped me with my internship, with my first internship. Also, I mean, there are a lot of memories. Even if you are rehearsing like 4 hours, 4 times a week, of course you make some jokes. There are some funny things that are going around. I mean, and it's really fun to remember. It's really great, and I would say that that the spring semester of my second year of me being second year student, is just something I will never forget, because
Wow.
there were made a lot of memories.
Well, that sounds inspiring. But besides being a student leader, besides being an active, like a student who has an active student life, you also study well. I mean, we all know that you have a high GPA.
Yeah.
And what's your secret?
I actually don't know. I mean, I guess that just journalism is something that is not really that it's not bothering me. I mean, I love reading stuff. I love writing stuff. Maybe this is a secret, that I don't hate my major. I love my major, and even if classes are tough, even if there are a lot of homeworks, I mean, I realize that I'm interested in what I'm learning, uh, and I guess, yeah, that's the secret. Just love what you do.
Wow, that's cool. And what other advice can you give to students who want to take the most of their student lives?
Don't be shy. It's better to regret about something that you have done than to regret about something that you haven't done. When you do something and regret about, I mean, we all have this cringy memories, but I think it's better than having nothing to cringe about. Yeah, that's the point.
Thank you. Thank you. I think our listeners will appreciate your advice.
Yeah.
And finally, let's do a quick round of rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. So, what is your favorite place to study on campus?
Coffee top.
What is your go to coffee order?
Ice matcha with vanilla syrup.
And what is the best KeyMap event you ever attended?
It's exploration.
That's cool. And if you could swap lives with any professor for a day, who would it be?
Quality racing.
Why?
I think his life is fun. He's always fun. He's always funny around campus. He has a nice shirt. And I wanted to be a Cole because I like his styles and outfits.
Yeah, I agree. He's really
Cole, if you would
fashionable.
listen it, share some shirts with us.
Okay, thank you for coming to Maurice. That was an inspiring, and I think it was very useful for students. Thank you for coming again.
Thank you guys. Bye.
That's a wrap on today's episode of TALKylaiyq. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe, share, and let us know who you'd love to hear from next. Until next time, keep talking. TALKylaiyq.